this is Bullshit here, and today we're gonna be taking a look at some free alternatives. And by free here, and by free I mean like doesn't cost any money here. So this is just some overall free alternatives you can get, the but the ones I am showing off are free and open source software. But I'll also mention some free as in costless, like doesn't cost money alternatives too you can use. The ones I'm mentioning are available on all three operating systems: Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Some I think could probably be available on BSD if you're using that for some reason. So let's get into it. First one I'm going to show off is going to be GIMP. GIMP is basically a free and open source alternative to Photoshop. You got a good amount of features in it. And you can definitely use this for personal use. You could probably use it for business use too, as alternative to Photoshop as well, because you can do a lot of stuff in this. And even with that, you could also get plugins and stuff for us to increase our functionality, I think. Let me see if I can find that anywhere. Pretty sure you can get plugins for this. So for example, I can create gradients and stuff. So let me show you all how I create my thumbnails. So let's find a... Yeah, let's just create a random thumbnail. So let's take thumbnail from my older videos and just make it look like a newer video. Like if it was like normal style something like that. So hold up. So you can add gradients and stuff, and let's just add a so 100. So let's go like that, and just this give like the little and you get something like that. Then we could just do. And then all we just do now is we just get black or white. I'm going to do black here. It's going to be varying based on my videos, and you just do something like this. So I normally use IEM Plex Sans Mono. Let's just get that. And just type some stuff. Minecraft review. Let's just type Minecraft review. Like you can do a lot of stuff with GIMP. Almost as much stuff as Photoshop, but here are some alternatives to GIMP if you don't like GIMP. Your other options would include Krita, which is basically an alternative made by KDE, the same people behind Plasma, and the next one, and then KDN Live, which I'm going to show you all in a bit. And so obviously if you're on Windows, sadly it's on Linux and you can't run through Wine either, Paint.net is also a good alternative, but that's exclusively on Windows. So now let me show y'all some on. Now let me show y'all some in. Now let me move on to the next one, which is video alternatives to Premiere Pro and stuff like that. So first alternative, the primary alternative I'm only showing off is KDN Live. It's basically a good old video editor. So let me pull out my template. Like this is a template I got set out here. So yeah. So here's intro and stuff. You can add title clips and this stuff and this stuff. Yeah, blah blah blah. Like you add a bunch of good stuff to it. Like you do and the transition system in this is quite unique. Having to be honest here, like for transitions you do something like this to like. There goes my clock again. Tut mir leid. Okay, so now let's add a video. So let's add. I just go in here and add like a test clip or whatever. Let's just add. Oh yeah, that's the current one. Working on. Of course, that's increased by megabits. Well, that kind of gives me a little timestamp. If you know what I mean. Let's take this one. I messed up a little on this one, so there's that, and you would render as an MP4 file. So alternatives to Cadian. Well, I think I should probably show y'all some more. So you got, so here are your effects over here. Transform, like you can move stuff around the screen if you want. I got like some effects going on here. Yeah, and that's kind of stuff. So got alpha key masking, alpha gradient, chroma key basic. Okay, so back. So here you got your alpha mask and key ring stuff. You can just, that kind of stuff, green screen stuff, I'd say. You got your fade in, audio correction type stuff, volume keyframeable. You apply this onto something to make it louder. You can make it louder or quieter as much as you want. Back on 0, please. Okay, good. You can mute the sucker. Box blur. Like you got a bunch of cool stuff here. Depreciated. Oh boy. Vignette effect. Or that could probably be Vignette. Some I don't know. I don't. I hate French spelling. That's for dang sure. Utility. You got quite a bit of effects. Good compositions and stuff over here you can use. So this is a pretty fully fledged one. Video editor. Just quit out of that. No. Some alternatives to Cadian Live would probably include whose Shotcut is, and a couple more there. I think some free as in costless alternatives would probably include DaVinci Resolve, which is on both Linux. It's on both Linux, I think iMac and Windows. It's a lot more fully fledged, I'd say, but is proprietary yet costless. There is a premium version too if you want to pay for premium on there. You also got HitFilm Express, which is only available on, but you have to buy like some packs for if you want a bit more. If you want a bit more like stuff like related to, what is it? Yeah, a bit more effects for the video. You have to pay for some of those more effects, or you can get the full on premium version which includes all of them, and plus I think maybe a couple more things. It is Mac and Windows only. I used to use it as my video editor. I also remember being used to use VideoPad by NCH. That was a good one, but I'd say it's more beginner territory and not a fully fledged one. And I think we can all remember using Movie Maker, which it is proprietary and it's no longer supported. So you can throw that out the window. So I think the next one to talk about has to be LibreOffice. If you don't like proprietary software, let's go back a little. LibreOffice and OpenOffice is both what you probably consider good, like free alternatives, both as an free and open source and as in costless alternatives to Microsoft Office. So if you don't like Microsoft Office, you can use this. So Writer is your equivalent to Microsoft Word. Calc is your equivalent to Microsoft Excel. Impress is your equivalent to PowerPoint. And rest, blah blah blah. Here's Writer, which is right here. here's anything you do right here. I got a crap ton of fonts on here, so I'm practically good font wise. I can literally pull up Calibri if I can pull it up from here. I don't have Calibri? Pretty sure I have Arial. Yeah, I have Arial on here. Let's just type something stupid stuff like and you can use this for practically your daily use and for office type stuff too. You also got some other type stuff, web view for some reason, I don't know why. Normal toolbars, you can add a bunch more stuff. Let's go. How do I go back? So now we're in Calc. And as you can see, it's basically an equivalent to Excel. You want to now we go new again. New presentation. So again, you have your basically your equivalent to PowerPoint. It's also pretty dang good, fully fledged. And you got drawing formula and database. Some other good free equivalents. Don't save this crap. Don't save and do not save. If there's some other alternatives to that would include hold up for a second. Got to get a program installed before, but yeah, some other alternatives could include Google Drive and Google Docs. You can use if you're, and those are you'll probably use those mostly during school and stuff. But a lot of people use that type of stuff at home as well. There's nothing wrong using that kind of stuff at home. You'd probably use it if you have a Chromebook for personal use, which I don't know anyone that uses Chromebook for personal use, maybe other than a school district's faculty, but yeah. But even that, if you're, even that is online, so you can use it if you just want mainly go web apps, but if you want fully fledged software that you can use for more, use on a business type, that you can do more on, use for business type stuff, of two, you can go with LibreOffice. So I'm going to cut straight ahead to when Inkscape's done installing. And I'm going to show you that too. So I'm back, fellas. So the next one will be Inkscape. So Inkscape is an SVG editor application that used edit SVG files. If you know, SVG are scalable vector graphics, basically meaning basically similar to a PNG, but they don't have pixels. If you know what I mean. I'll literally draw at the smallest I can. Draw something really stupid, and this don't look pixelated, man. Yeah, and this still doesn't look pixelated. Welcome to scalable vector graphics, people. And like, that still ain't pixelated. Let's make this giant blob even bigger, and it still isn't pixelated. So that's like an SVG editor if you need it. It's a free alternative to many other SVG editors out there. I think this could be it for the video. So let's build shed here. Hope to see y'all next time. See ya! If y'all like this type of content, make sure to drop a like. If you wanted to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe. If you don't like this content, or specifically this video, drop a dislike. And it'd be heavily appreciated if you were to also drop a comment explaining why you disliked the video and some issues, also known as constructive feedback. I'll see y'all next time. See ya.